Oh, what's up, Internet? Cory Zamier here, Collecting with Cory, back with the weekly vlog, and it's been quite a Monday. Murfield hated them for a fucking reason. They suck. Hell day at work. Mostly because... Hey, let me rant on pharmacists for a little bit. I'm not going to say any names, obviously, but in general, I'm going to generalize here. Pharmacists go to school for like 6 years of pharmacy school, in addition to what I believe is getting their bachelor's in some science. I'm generalizing once again. They make about 4 times what I make an hour. 4 times. Mind you, they're a doctor. They went to a lot of school for that. But when I believe in my heart that I am smarter than a pharmacist I am working with, that is a fucking problem. Pharmacist that is working this weekend, or was working this weekend, decided to order 70 flex pens of Levemir when we only needed 6 because math. So now we have to return well over $50,000 worth of insulin. Remember, it makes 4 times as much as I do. This was simple math to me. It confused him. Fuck my job. Well, the results of the first week are in. And I lost to my friend Jeff, the current league champion, by about 18 points. I was winning up until Monday night, and D'Angelo Williams and Antonio Brown went off on me. But I can't do anything about his team, so let's take a look at how my team did. Aaron Rodgers performed as you'd expect. He didn't really go off, but he just had a solid game. Adrian Peterson did absolutely nothing. 19 rushes for 31 yards. I feel like I could have done better. Like, that was really kind of fucking pathetic. Matt Forte was good. 22 rushes for 96 yards. 5 receptions. My wide receivers were all pretty good. Main thing I've heard that you should really be looking at is not how many receptions they have, but how many targets, because that shows like a quarterback's preference as far as wide receivers go. And the pickup I had, due to a comment on the last weekly vlog, I picked up Marvin Jones, and out of my wide receivers he actually underperformed, but he had 10 targets, so his quarterback's definitely going for him, so I'm definitely probably going to keep him. My defense beasted, or at least my linebackers did. 19 points, 17 points, but let me see what I can do for week 2. I'm probably gonna drop this guy who's questionable. These defensive players, like he went out due to a neck injury. I have no real reason to keep him, so I'm probably just gonna get rid of him. And Chris Ivory was also out, and he's also apparently just a backup in Jacksonville. So I don't really see any reason to hold on to a backup unless I had the main guy on my team. Jordan Matthews, he actually had a very good week. He was on my bench, unfortunately. Unfortunately, the guy I decided to replace had the best day out of everybody on my team, but nothing I can do about that now. So let me do some tanking on this. If you guys have any opinions in the comments below, there should be a few hours by the time you see this. Let me look at who's available right now. I got Theo Riddick for running back over here. LeGarrette Blount. Jalen Richard, Tevin Coleman. See, like, it's even hard for me to pronounce these guys' names. Wide receivers, Willie Snead. Have a good day. Love you more. For tight ends, Jack Doyle over in Indianapolis. I don't know. If you have any ideas, let me know. Alright, so I feel like a lot of my videos have been very rant heavy lately. And that ain't stopping right now. Because this fucking phone that I'm fucking recording this fucking video on, some fucking how turned off Wi-Fi at some point. I don't even know when. And we've been pretty good on our data this month. Got about 8 days left in the cycle. And I get a message this morning, a text message that says, hey, you've used 90% of your data. When this weekend we still had 60% left. 60% left, because I had to explain to Alicia that we had 60% remaining, not that we'd used 60%. And now this morning, 90% of it is gone. It's actually more than 90%. We have 0.6 of a gigabyte left for the next 8 days because of this fucking phone. This stupid fucking phone, or this stupid fucking guy. Maybe I blacked out, because that's the only way it could have happened. If I like blacked out and I was just like pressing buttons on my phone. But I've been watching YouTube videos on this fucking phone while editing videos yesterday for at least 2 hours straight. And there goes all our data. All of our motherfucking data. And the thing is, Verizon used to warn you when you got to like 75%. And I've noticed they've stopped doing that. And I think that's because they want you to increase your plan. So they're kind of dicks about it. They're just like, oh, we're not going to let them know until the very last second. So they'd have to increase for another $15 for 2 gigabytes. Fuck you, Verizon. Fuck you and your fucking ass. Like, I don't know. Has anybody ever had something fucking stupid like this happen with their data? I mean, I hear people have like unlimited data plans, and honestly at this point, I'll take some of the worst fucking cell service in the fucking world to have unlimited data, to not have to deal with this fucking bullshit. I don't know, rant over. Alright guys, it is Thursday. I'm actually heading to D&D right now. A little bit late as usual. Had to do some last minute planning. Because my group is so fucking unpredictable that I feel like every single time I have an overall plan for where the story is going, they do something that kind of fucks it up, like capture someone they're not supposed to. And I understand as the DM I can just have it kind of Deus Ex Machina, it's way out of there. Like if someone's supposed to escape, he's gonna escape. But I really don't like doing things like that. Like if they've successfully done something, I don't want to be like, nah, it doesn't work, even though you really did have it work. You know, like I've just never been about that as far as DMing goes. For the most part, or when I DM, I usually play it like as straight shooting as I can, where if something you're trying to do by the book works, it works, even if I don't want it to. Like one of the characters, Keith, he is playing a dragon shaman, I believe. He has really high charisma, and it's basically so high that if he ever wants to intimidate anything, he's gonna pretty much do it. And according to the book,
the way Intimidate works, at least in 3.5, it's just like it kind of affects how the characters would react to him. So he often turns people that should be very hostile towards him to like at least indifferent, you know, and sometimes slightly helpful because they're intimidated by him. And I don't want to just like kind of like shit on that, you know, and be like, oh, it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Oh, or like if they're really good at bluffing, I don't want it to be just like, oh, yeah, his sense motive is way too high and stuff like that, because you know. And like fudging rolls and stuff like that. Like the only time that makes sense is sometimes they get into fights that are like way over their head because they've done something that I didn't plan for. Like very specifically the last time we played, they were supposed to have some assistance in a fight, but the people that were supposed to assist them, they didn't trust them. So they went without them. And they ended up, and I understand I can adjust the encounter to basically be okay for them, but to be honest, I don't like doing stuff like that. Like I said, if this group of thugs has this many thugs, that's how many they have. If you decided not to get help, it's just going to be a harder fight. And I can't remember, I think it was Keith actually who almost died. Like I think I might have fudged one roll where he probably would have been killed. Because, like, in the history of us playing D&D, Keith goes through a lot of characters. He's the guy that, if a character of his dies, he's immediately rolling up another one, and he doesn't give a shit, you know? Like, he just loves making characters. He's very good at it. He's very fast at it. So it's like, he'd be up and at it for the fucking next fight, you know? Even if I killed him in this one. Just be like, oh, a halfling has sprung out of this, from behind this tree, and he wants to join your group, you know? So, it's kind of been a thing we do where we try and keep Keith alive, just because when we were in our teens, especially in early 20s, like, he used to die a lot. He used to get himself killed a lot. I don't know what it was. But, I'm almost over there. Not a lot going on this week, but this weekend, there is quite a bit going on. Having another tag sale, probably the last one of the year, and we're also going to the first ever trade event at the Grid Games. My friend Carl running that one. I don't know how Facebook groups really work as far as like people say they're going, say they're able to make it, like how many people will actually be there, but I'm excited for it. I don't really have the best stuff to bring, to be honest, and especially if I'm bringing most of the same stuff for my tag sale. Who knows, but we'll see how it goes. And the way these videos play out, you'll probably see in like a month almost, just because I'm pretty far ahead on weekend adventure videos, or behind depending on how you look at it, so we'll see.
I remember when Vinky used to quote that movie and just butcher the quotes because he had never seen it, and then he saw the made-for-TV version, which was funnier, but...
Dude, the made-for-TV version literally, like, doesn't even, like, half the movie's cut out. Mm. It's like if you watch Grandma's Boy on TV. The thing is, they cut out things that don't even need to be cut out. Like, they just, it's almost like they just...
Two hands, Mike.
Huh?
Two hands.
Yeah.
Jesus.
What is going for us anyway? I see those like that sandwich.
You never know.
I like fishes with bacon.
Hey guys. Whoa. Apparently my voice is not ready to talk. Hey guys. Time to end this weekly vlog. Gonna go put up some garage sale signs. Get ready for our garage sale tomorrow. And I have a special treat in store for Alicia tonight. It's gonna be her first time ever watching one of my favorite movies of all time. The Warriors of Virtue. I'm not even kidding you. I have such fucking nostalgia for this movie. Let me know if you've watched it in the comments below. I might actually talk about it a little bit more at length. My fandom, my love for this movie next week. But like the video, subscribe if you're new. Go watch Warriors of Virtue. And as always, keep it real, Internet. I love you guys.